I'm here with Double M, Coach Mark Misch of the UCCS men's track team. Coach, how you doing today?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Now, Coach, you had a big couple of invitationals coming up. You went to the Colorado Invitational Boulder first off. How did that go?
It was a solid day for us. We kind of used it as a tune-up for a lot of our people before they went out to compete this last weekend in California, and it went really well. I mean, the weather was good, and we definitely got a lot done. Had some personal bests and good momentum builder for most of our folks. So yeah, it was a good day.
And then next, you went to California, went to the California Cal State LA Twilight Open and the Brian Clay Invitational. How did your team do, and how nice was it to be in California?
Well, Los Angeles is a zoo. So, I mean, I wasn't there on vacation, I can tell you that. It's pretty stressful, actually, trying to get around the city. But we've done that, several times over the years. That weekend, there's actually 3 or 4 different meets going on in the city at the same time over about a 3 or 4 day span. So we've had people, over the years compete at all of them. But it was okay. We, no real health issues on the guys' side. We had 12 men compete there. Some really solid performances. The men's 5,000, 8 guys competed. 8 guys ran personal best, so that's about as good as you can get. We're really thankful for the good weather and opportunity for those guys to show their fitness and what they've worked hard for. And then at Cal State LA, it was a little windy that day. The 1500, we had 2 guys compete, and they went second and third in their race, and I thought they ran well tactically considering the weather. And then Travis Anderson, he also had a really good 800, a PR on the season. He was third in that race. So those guys had good days. And then Ryder Tam and Dave Marino, who were second and third in the 1500 there, they backed it up the next morning and ran a 5K, and both ran PRs. Ryder won his heat, in fact, and ran fantastic. So we had a lot of positives out there. It was worth it, for our people, and I'm glad we got a chance to do it.
And now with momentum building, you're heading next weekend to the Colorado Mines pre-conference. How do you feel about that?
It's for most of our guys, we're not really competing too many guys this weekend. The majority of the guys that competed at California are just training this week and kind of gearing up for the week after. But it'll be fine. We have a couple guys going Friday night and some guys on Saturday, a handful. But for the most part, we're just kind of point in a year where we're just trying to keep momentum moving forward. And we've got the meet next week in Pueblo, conference meet, and then there's a last chance meet after that. So, yeah.
And Coach, and in your opinion, what is the hardest thing about track as a player and also a coach?
Oh man, it sometimes a bit of a circus because you have to make a lot of adjustments because you're competing week to week, and a lot of things change on the fly with people's health, or maybe an opportunity to compete in an event that they need to be in, or they put themselves in a position to maybe qualify for something like nationals or whatever. So it's compared to, cross country it's like vacation. Compared to track, like things are very much more consistent cross country. Everybody's training the same time and racing the same meets, and there's no factors like heats and the logistics with track are very complex because of people competing in different days and just the things that come with it. So I think also on the athlete side, just making sure that they take advantage of the opportunities that they get, because sometimes something comes up that wasn't on the original plan, like maybe our training and racing plan for the season, but you have to make adjustments with that, and sometimes it works out better than you'd hoped. Other times, maybe an opportunity that you're hoping would be there, it just doesn't materialize due to maybe an illness, or maybe the weather's poor or something. So there's a lot more of that factors into it. Whereas cross country, the meets on the schedule. It doesn't really matter what the weather's going to be. It isn't going to change anything. The course is the course. The time you're starting, everybody's in the same race, same day. and you're prepared for that. So it's a lot easier from that standpoint.
And Coach, did anyone win the infamous Kick of the Week award?
Well, I tell you what, we had a lot of really good finishes. So there wasn't like one person that like stood out that was, just blew the doors off of everybody. But we definitely had some great finishes. I felt like Corey Brown had a really good finish in the 5K. I mean, he closed really well. I'd say also Jared Eller had a really nice last lap in the 5K. Travis had a great last 200 in the 800, closed really well. All these guys were passing people, and off the top of my head, those are probably the top guys in terms of having a kick. Ryder Tim, in his 5K, he went to the front with like 1,400 meters to go and just kept pounding. So I mean, he ran away from it with it at the end, which was pretty good. But we didn't pick one person this last week. I think we had a lot of good performances. There wasn't like somebody that just did something that made you say, "Oh my gosh, that was incredible." So maybe we're saving that up for the next week. I don't know, but we'll see who gets the bragging rights coming up.
Well, Coach, thank you so much. Good luck in the Colorado Mines pre-conference.
Thanks. Appreciate it. It's good to be here.